Let's get more on this now from Ross Feingold in Taipei. He's the former Asia chairman of Republicans Abroad. Ross, thanks for joining us on the program. Just how significant is this resolution, and what exactly does it mean going forward with the impeachment inquiry?
Well, the significance is the procedural aspect in that it's moving from closed-door hearings to hearings that will be public and seen on TV by all of us around the world. But also the political significance, which is that this process is continuing to move forward. It's obviously going to dominate all discussion coming out of Washington for the coming weeks or months, depending on how long it goes. And then it does, whenever it ends, it's going to be a primary season for the Democrats. And then months after that will be the presidential election. So there's a procedural aspect to what the House of Representatives voted on a few hours ago. But the significant impact is really the politics and what each side, the Democrats, the Republicans, are going to do politically. And, of course, how President Trump is going to message this to his supporters politically.
At this point, how much support do you think there is for impeachment? And do you think that the fact that the public will be able to see and hear more of what's going on will affect that at all?
Well, we know from polling that the support for impeachment seems to have increased slowly as more information about Trump in the phone call with the Ukraine president, more information is revealed. And we know the House majority, the Democrats, look very likely to pass articles of impeachment, and then it will go to the Senate for a trial. But with the Senate majority controlled by Republicans, it doesn't look likely as of today, absent any dramatic changes in the information that we know, that the Senate Republican majority is going to vote to remove the president. So as John said in his report from Washington, ultimately this will be for the U.S. voters to decide about a year from now, next November, given the likelihood that the House will approve impeachment, the Senate will not approve removal, and then it'll be up to the voters.
So, Ross, with this coming so close to next year's election, do you think that it will actually give Trump more support at the box office, or do you think that'll work in the favor of the Democrats?
Well, it's a great question, because one thing we know for certain is voters who supported Trump last time largely still support him again. He lost a little bit of support in the midterms, and that was enough loss to give the Democrats the House majority. But turnout in a midterm election is lower than in a presidential election. There are a number of other factors that led to the House success in the House election, the Democrats' success in the House election last November. But will Trump lose support from the people who voted for him in 2016? Probably not. And the struggle the Democrats will continue to have, and it's a little unclear how this necessarily will help them, is to get better turnout. And they don't even have a presidential candidate yet. And it's going to be a long time until they have one. They won't have one until long after this impeachment process is over. So the key for the Democrats a year from now in the presidential election, November 2020, is how are they going to get more people out? If they think if they want to have any chance of winning, they need to get more voters. It's really not so much a focus on, is Trump going to lose support? Can the Democrats get more voters? And it's unclear how they could spin this impeachment process and the likelihood that the Senate will not remove President Trump, at least based on what we know today, how the Democrats will encourage more people to vote based on that.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. Ross Feingold live in Taipei. Ross, thank you.